You know what made the automobile popular in America? A $50 bet. My name is Reed. I help marketers, CMOs, and the like find the stories that give their brand and their careers better meaning. So in 1903, May of 1903, a doctor by the name of Horatio Nelson Jackson, a car enthusiast, was sitting in a club in San Francisco, and somebody bet him that he could not drive from San Francisco to New York in 90 days. So he bought a 1903 Winton. He named the car Vermont because that was where he's originally from. And he bet this guy $50 that he could get to New York within 90 days. Now remember, as Doc said in Back to the Future, roads, there are no roads. There are very few bridges. Driving a car across the country was, to put it mildly, a Magilla. So the ad manager for Winton in Cleveland, the home base of the Winton Car Company at the time, got wind of this and thought, oh, this could get us a lot of publicity. And sure enough, after Horatio left, a couple of other entrants joined the race because they wanted to be the first one to drive across the U.S. in a motor car. I bring this story up because in the marketing world, in advertising today, few things are new, but a lot of things are forgotten. Most important of which is for a brand to prove it. Prove how great your product is. Don't just tell people, prove it. Do things with your brand at the center of that story. Now, of course, Winton got a lot of publicity from this stunt, this bet. But in the end, what this stunt did, because he did make it, Horatio did make it, he bought a bulldog about a day in on the trip named Bud. Had to put goggles on him because there was no windshield and the dust was horrible and the dog was not dealing with it well. But he made it from about middle of May, I think it was, until the end of July. So it didn't take him a full 90 days, and he made it. And you know what he did? He never collected his $50. He didn't care. He was so exhilarated by having achieved this goal that he did not. He immediately just drove up to Vermont to be with his wife, who he'd been writing love letters on the entire trip, and cables and telegrams. And it cost him $8,000 of his own money to do this, which in today's money is probably $200,000-$300,000, maybe more. 80 gallons of gas he had to buy. He had to get his axle re-welded a couple times. A lot of things happened to the car. They are not built for basically four-wheeling across the entire country. But he made it. We pulled into New York at about 4:30 in the morning, they say, and made it in time to get written up in the paper for that day. And of course, everybody was talking about it. Now, my guess is this did wonders for the Winton Car Company. Historically speaking, this is the event that sold the automobile to the United States. This is the act that proved its value, and it actually spurred on the building of a highway system. So this made the car a viable machine, so much so that in the next few years, the government of the United States went crazy building better roads, building better highways, grading things, building bridges. And the first transcontinental highway came as a result of this $50 bet. And that is the Lincoln Highway, what they call Route 66, which goes from Santa Monica to Chicago. That was the first transcontinental highway. And it cut the time to drive from coast to coast like by in half, and then in half again, and then in half again. So, and of course nowadays, you can drive coast to coast on the highway system for, 2-3 days, 4 days? I don't know. If you like this kind of content, stories and things about marketing, then give me a like and a follow. And next time me and Hurley go for a walk, there she is, we'll tell you another one.